As you can see, we are hooked up and we are moving out. We are rolling into Minnesota today, leaving Cottonwood Campground in South Dakota. First, we have a stop to do in South Dakota, Devils Gulch. That's where we're going next. All right, let's go. Our family kept asking if we were running into the smoke from Canada. And as you can see, we sure did. We've arrived at Devils Gulch, and we really didn't know, we have been here before, but we really didn't know, take enough time to figure out all of this. Jesse James was here in 1876. They were escaping the posse after they robbed the bank at Northfield, Minnesota. He got his horse to jump the gulch, and the horse made it. So that's what we're here to see, this gulch called Devils Gulch. Overlooking a part of the gulch here, you can tell right here that little, they do rock climbing. That's for rock climbing rope. All right, we're going to go down to where the gulch actually is and the water cuts through. Devils Gulch is located in Garrison, South Dakota. Admission is free. They do have a visitor center that is open from May to October. During the winter months, it is foot traffic only. Devils Gulch is an 18-foot canyon with a 60-foot drop, with the legend that Jesse James escaped the posse here at Devils Gulch. You'll have to come and see if you believe the legend. Pipestone National Monument is our next stop. It's located in southwest Minnesota near the town of Pipestone, Minnesota. Admission to the visitor center is free and it is open 7 days a week, 8:30 to 4:30 from March to November. The visitor center includes cultural demonstrations, exhibits, a film, and a park store. For 3,000 years, indigenous people have quarried the red stone at this site to make pipes used in prayer and ceremony, a tradition that continues to this day and makes this site sacred to many people.
Sometimes I pray with it and I'm happy. Someone that I prayed for got well.
We are heading out to check out Winneweesa Falls. It's located at Pipestone National Monument on a 3/4 mile paved trail.
Quartzite cliffs. I think I hear the water.
We joke about Bandit being overweight, but he actually did get overheated and needed help from Dave. We had a quick stop here at Ramsey Falls. Ramsey Falls drops 30 foot. It is located in Ramsey Park in Ramsey Falls, Minnesota. It is Minnesota's largest municipal park and it's considered Little Yellowstone. Okay, we just saw the map. Dave is going to move the truck. Me and the dog are going to keep walking. We're going to get to go over this neat little suspension bridge. Hopefully that doesn't freak Banny out much. With water running low, we still enjoyed this waterfall. Now we're off to find a picnic table for lunch. Dave is finding things on his phone again that we don't know anything about. We were leaving Redwood Falls heading north, and he was looking on his Clio app and found this Birch Coulee battlefield that has something to do with the
Dakota Wars.
Dakota Wars.
With the United States
Okay,
troops.
can you tell us a little bit about it, Dave?
The Dakota War of 1862, the battles was September 2nd and 3rd. It was talking about in Renville County, Minnesota, the place of National Historical Register place is 1973.
Here, keep talking, Dave.
That they had Union troops lost a lot more men than the Indians did, trying to find those numbers back. 77 Indians and volunteers were killed, and 150 Union troops were killed. Union troops had 97 horses killed. Only 2 horses was killed on the Indians. All tensions about Eastern Dakota traders and Indian agencies got to a breaking point.
Well, we're not going to do a whole lot of walking here because it's 86 degrees, but we will come out here at least to the first kiosk. And we have, driving up here, we see there's a trail goes all the way around, and there's a little informational kiosk.
It's an 82-acre park, so it'll probably end up being about 82 acres, probably about a mile walk all the way around.
Yeah, we can't do that. We don't even know where we're camping tonight. This is really a throwback to our van camping days where we would just take off and have no idea where we were. I think that's all kind of...
Yeah, here's
One of the bloodiest battles of the U.S. Dakota War was fought here. For a day and a half, this place echoed with the sounds of gunfire, the moans of wounded men, and the cries of terrified horses. More than 20 men and 90 horses were killed here. Coulee is a French word for deep stream bed with steep sides. Dakota people call this place Tampa, Yukon, the place of the white birch.
Yep, it's just north of the Minnesota River.
Huh, interesting history right here. We have stopped for the night. Y'all aren't gonna believe, you're not gonna believe where we have found to camp for free with electricity. And before Dave shows you how we found it, when we left on this trip, we had no plans. We have no idea where we're staying every night. And we thought, if we can do this in Missouri, we can find free camping in Missouri. We can find free camping in Minnesota. So let me flip this real quick. Okay, we have this free camping RV book. And we're leaving Pipestone, and then we left Ramsey Falls, and then we were kind of starting to panic because we had no idea where we were camping. So Dave looked ahead at the towns.
And I'm highlighting them in our alarm book, which is over there on the dash.
Like last week before we left, we went through this book and we highlighted in our DeLorme all the towns. And he came to Clarissa.
Yep.
And there we are.
Yep.
All right.
They're asking for a donation, but you can stay for a week before you have to pay.
Yeah, we've asked 2 different people here about where the donation box is, and they have said the first week is free, enjoy yourselves. I was like, where do you want us to park? And they said, you park wherever you want. So we parked right here by the pavilion.
Electricity plugged in right here.
The electricity's parked. Dave
Right
is doing some preventative maintenance on the truck, so I'm gonna show you.
Now we put, 300-400 miles on it today.
Yep, playground. Picnic, volleyball. I'm gonna walk over, check out this little stream. Oh, I'm here to tell you, we might stay 2 nights. Like, this is beautiful. You just can't ask for better than this. And the people have been so nice. And one of the ladies that we talked to works up at the grocery store. So we are gonna buy everything, anything we need. Food, ice. If they have a tablecloth, I'll go buy my tablecloth up there. Whew. It has been such a day, but what a reward. When you keep your wits about you, you get rewarded like this. This is amazing. And wait until you see the supper I'm making in there. Sausages with apple pie filling and mashed potatoes. I've cooked my sausages, and this is round 2 on video in this, so you missed the part about how I put in the apple pie filling, and now I'm just cooking it. I got this recipe from another YouTuber from St. Genevieve. Her name is, her channel is Early American. All right, we're gonna give Dave's reaction. This was pioneer, like I got this off a YouTube lady, Early American. She does recipes from,
St. Genevieve lady?
Yes, from St. Genevieve. She does Early American recipes. And they did this once and they kept going on and how good this was. So I thought I would grab some of this and try it. What do you think, Dave?
Good.
I got jalapeno cheddar sausages from Aldi's and the apple pie sugar-free pipe filling from Walmart. You like it?
Yes, I do.
We are very grateful to the town of Clarissa for offering free camping here in this town at the city park. Like, we have been driving all day long and we weren't running out of options. We had more options, just meant kept driving. And we were really getting tired of driving because we've been driving since Yankton, South Dakota this morning. So we're very grateful to the town of Clarissa. We're very grateful for all of you all watching. We appreciate it so much. If you're new to the channel, check us out. We find free camping. We've been down in Missouri. We've been kind of practicing down in Missouri. That's where we live. But every once in a while, we'll go out of state. And then next year, when I retire, we're going to be going all over the United States. So we appreciate everybody. If you like our content, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Leave us a comment. I appreciate the comments so much. Like, there's a lot of times that Dave and I, we have no idea of what we're doing. We're just doing us. And we don't know how that resonates to the outside YouTube world. And so we just appreciate it when we get the comments and, you know, how much you love the video or if you did what we did and it was great, that kind of stuff. We appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and eat this and then we might be back with you later. The inner child is coming out.
That pretty slide.
Hatton McCready used to have a slide.
Just like this.
All right, we are getting ready to do bike riding.
The bandit fell off in the creek.
Bandit fell off into the creek right over here to get a drink of water, and he was stuck there. And we finally said, "Where's Bandit?" And David came over and was like, "Okay, there he is." Luckily, he didn't fall in.
You already got him a drink.
We're gonna follow this creek up. I think it's spring fed. We're gonna go figure this out. Woo! Seems like I came down faster than they did. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. And as you can see, we went from 85 degrees down south of Minnesota. We now have sweatshirts on, and that is exactly why we're here. So extremely happy about how this has turned out. There's times when if you let it, you know, we've talked about this before on some of our videos. Dave and I have learned how to just kind of roll it out. Like 4 o'clock, we were kind of starting to be like, where are we going to camp at? And there for a little bit, it was either going to be paying $20 for a spot on Beaver Falls River with no electricity or anything to just keep driving. Our last resort was going to be the park. What's that called? Rapids? Is that what it's called? Park Rapids?
Yeah.
Park Rapids, Minnesota. We were going to camp in the Walmart parking lot. But
then I flipped the page on the DeLorme map because we was going north up US 71. Then I seen written dispersed camping. Clarissa was highlighted. Couldn't remember why we highlighted it.
We could not remember. I was like, iOverlander. Check the iOverlander lap. It had to be that. Nope, it wasn't that. Freecampsites.net. Nope, it wasn't that. And then all of a sudden I was driving and I was like, oh yeah, last week we were going through that free camping book and he was highlighting on the map as I was telling him the towns. And I'm just here to tell you that these people in this town are so sweet and nice. It gives me hope for America. Like, I'm not even lying. They have been so sweet and gracious. Yep, there's the book where we found the free camping. We're going to spend all of our money in this town. Gas, food. There's a Mennonite store 6 miles down. We're going to go first thing in the morning, get sandwiches, and we may go in the afternoon. The lady said they have huge ice cream. And I was like, oh, now we're talking my language.
It says here in the notes, you can stay 1 week free, then it's $5 a day.
You can stay here for 5 nights free with electricity.
And water spigots on the other side of the pavilion, outhouses up there, and they got a dump station. Wasn't there a dump station up there?
Yeah, there's a dump station up there.
Up here past the swing sets.
Lays
along this little Eagle Creek here.
Yeah, there are some really old buildings in this town, and we saw that there's a museum we're going to go to tomorrow morning too.
What did I say on the Wikipedia? This town was established in 1882?
Yeah. We're starting to delve into the history of Minnesota, which we know nothing about. And so we're looking at that Clio app, and we just decided, not that we have concrete plans anyway, but we were going to leave tomorrow morning and go up to Itasca State Park, take the truck, and just keep on going to the Chippewa National Forest. But we're going to slow this down and spend another night here. And if it wasn't for, this is Wednesday night. We're going to stay Wednesday night and Thursday night. If it wasn't for 4th of July weekend coming up, we would stay all 5 nights. This is the sweetest little town. And there's a lot of history around here, things that we know nothing about that we would love to just learn about. You know what, when we set out on these, we have no idea where we're going to camp adventures. Sometimes you hit it and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you end up in the Walmart parking lot, but we have definitely hit it tonight. We are so grateful. We have had such a great trip so far, and we haven't even really done what we've wanted to do. Like, we're up here to go to Itasca State Park. We're up here to get our stamp over at Voyagers National Park. We really, really want to get over on the North Shore and hit some of those waterfalls. And call us silly, but we are looking forward to the Duluth aerial lift bridge. Those big ships that go in and out. That's what we're really looking forward to. And that'll probably be near the end of our trip when we have to start heading back home. But we're going to call it a night tonight, and just grateful that all of you are watching. If you're still with us after this day we've had, God bless you. We are tired. We've driven for 8 hours today, plus that stop at Pipestone National Park and the Ramsey Falls. And my little mosquito thing, I love it. But there aren't any mosquitoes here yet. We're not far enough, I guess. I've just been trying to fry them because that just makes me feel better when I hear a little mosquito like, take that. And that is not happening tonight. Good morning, everyone, from our view right here. We slept in a little bit later than normal because we drove so hard yesterday. Beautiful little, the local, he was just here. He caught some minnows down past that bridge. He said this was a creek. I called it a stream, and he said, no, this was a creek. He didn't think it was spring fed. Show you what's going on in here in the shelter. We're making egg McMuffins for breakfast this morning. I added some strawberry jelly to our egg McMuffin. So now we have our sausage, egg, cheese in there. We're going to go ahead and put a wrap on this video. We left Yankton yesterday morning pretty early.
Yep.
And then we went to Devils Gulch. What'd you think of that?
That was a good place. That was in Garrison, South Dakota.
That's where Jesse James jumped the gulch. He was on the run from when they robbed the Northfield, Minnesota bank.
Yep.
Then what?
Then we crossed over into Minnesota and went up to Pipestone.
Pipestone National Monument was really neat. First time we were there, it was closed because of COVID.
Yep. That's when we was going up to Mayo Clinic, Rochester, for my heart surgery.
Yep. There's a trail behind the visitor center. We were able to go in there this time. And it was really neat inside the visitor center. Like, you don't really think about why they name stuff the way they name it, I guess.
Yep.
But they named it Pipestone because the Native Americans found a layer of clay, I guess, sort of. They call it red stone, in between other layers that was good for making pipes.
Yep. Peace pipes, spiritual pipes, and stuff like that.
Yep, they use that for praying and whatnot. Then we came up.
Angled up to Redwood Falls, and we stopped at Ramsey Falls in Redwood County, Minnesota.
Ramsey Falls was rolling pretty good. That was a neat little stop. And then, Dave, what'd you find on your GPS?
I found on one of the maps that there was a Birch Coulee battlefield where the Union troops battled with Dakota Wars with the Indians, September 2nd and 3rd. I forgot the year, though.
It was hot up there then.
Yep.
Yesterday afternoon. It was hot. We would have liked to have walked that little trail, but it was too hot. Bandit already got a little overheated at Pipestone. David had to carry him out of Pipestone, actually.
Yep.
He got overheated.
Carry him back over halfway.
His little legs on that blacktop, and he's overweight and fat and chubby anyway. So he had to have a little assistance. And then we ended up here, Dave, at Clarissa, Minnesota. You found that?
He was coming up through, crossed over Interstate 94, and trying to find a place to looking, and we finally remembered the RV book. There was a spot I remember seeing when we was planning a trip a couple weeks ago that they had free camping here at this little park.
We have been so happy. I put the little tour of the city. Please, if you come through Clarissa, if you're in Minnesota and you're on this road, stop in and visit the people in Clarissa. They are the nicest people. Every local that has stopped by here has stopped and welcomed us and just kind of got our story. And we had somebody come through last night and thank us for being here. Thank you for using our park for free camping. All right.
I can't think of nothing else.
Can't think of anything else? Well, we're going to go ahead and put an end to this video. Our Minnesota playlist is going to continue. We're going to pick it up. We're going to Itasca State Park next. Nothing else, Dave?
Nope, not right now.
America's beautiful. Get out and see it.
Like, subscribe if you want to.
We'll see you on the road.